Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to TJK Network. My name is Tyler Kasuzak here at PTHS Memorial Field for field hockey, where the Pequannock Golden Panthers will be taking on the visiting Parsippany Redhawks. Pequannock will be entering this game with an overall record of 2-9-0, and they're coming off an unfortunate loss against, it was the Morristown Colonials. It was on October 6th, and that was senior night for the Golden Panthers. And they had a 2-0 lead, but unfortunately couldn't hold it, and they lost that game 4-2. Pequannock is 0-4-0 in the NJAC Liberty Division. Parsippany is coming in this game with an overall record of 0-9-0. They are winless, so they're definitely trying to maybe bring something to the table in today's game. And also, they are 0-4-0 in the NJAC Independence. This is an outside division game again. This is Pequannock's former division they were in that they won back-to-back in before getting moved to the Liberty this year. So yeah, Parsippany definitely looking just to get something going, especially for a pretty rough season they're having. Let's go over your starting goalkeeper for the Golden Panthers. And that is going to be number 99, Jake Mary Roby, coming in this game with a 2-9-0 record as she started all 11 games. Jake Mary Roby is coming in with a .775 save percentage, averaging 10 saves a game, with a goals against average of 2.91 and 1 shutout. Honestly, again, not that bad numbers for Jake Mary Roby, putting up similar numbers to last year. It's just unfortunately that offense cannot hold it down here. Again, Pequannock has lost more closer games than blowouts. They just couldn't score. Simple as that. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel as we try to hit 2,000 subscribers by the end of the 25-26 season. We're trying to get to that next small marginal goal of 1,200. So be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications while you're at it. Send this message to family and friends who can subscribe. This stream is brought to you by our official sponsors, Bullpen.com and TopWaterBastards.com. Game time will begin momentarily. Stay tuned here at PTHS Memorial Field for Pequannock versus Parsippany field hockey. So here we are as Pequannock takes the field. We should also go over our TJK shop. Be sure to check it out. Link in the description below. It is tjk152.com/shop to go check out our latest merchandise. And also be sure to follow both our social media platforms. We are available on Instagram and TikTok. Both are at TJK Network. And for more information about our sports network, go to tjk152.com/network. So here we are again as we get ready for game time here at PTHS Memorial Field. Pequannock, of course, having a rough season this year, and definitely will look to try to get a win here, as they're also winless at their home field as well. It looks like Pequannock is going to be starting on. Pequannock's going to be starting on the right side of the field, and it'll be Parsippany on the left side of the field. Starting in goal for the Redhawks is going to be number 75, Angelica Belair. And here we go. So the Redhawks and the Panthers underway. And the ball is going to be right to the Redhawks as we start things off here. Looks like they're going to place it right at midfield as they send it in here. Turned over here, and it's cleared out by Natalia Cerisi. Mia Cristofano trying to chip away out of here. Pequannock would definitely like to get on the board first. And Pequannock definitely looking to bounce back after nearly having a good game on senior night. But unfortunately, Morristown got red hot and scored four unanswered after Pequannock took a 2-0 lead. Parsippany tried to bring this one in. It's going to go out of bounds here at the side of Jake Myrobi's net. It'll be Pequannock's ball. It'll be Cadence Pequannock here. He's going to clear this one out to the side. Mia Cristofano there right at the sideline. Keeps it in right inside the line before it's turned over here at midfield. Sent in here by the Redhawks. Mia Cristofano able to get this loose one back here and send it out here to midfield where Sarah Robinson's on it, and now Gabby Marte. Gabby Marte on it. It'll still be Pequannock's ball called by the officials. Carucci there with it. Trying to set this one up in front of the net here. And we're going to have a whistle. And Parsippany is going to have to defend a corner here awarded to the Pequannock Golden Panthers. So Pequannock has an opportunity to strike first on this corner opportunity. So Cadence Pequannock there, setting it up. And right to Riley Behringer. It's loose in front of that. Liv Firino trying to chip away at it. Pequannock still trying to put on some pressure here. Mia Cristofano on it. And this one is going to count. And the Panthers will strike first. Let's see. I could be wrong again. I'm not sure. Definitely making sure I get the goal calls right this time. Let's take a look at your instant replay. Looks like, yes, they are going to pause the clock. That goal will count here. So the Panthers are on the board. Unfortunately, couldn't see who it was. I have the left window closed, so it's a little foggy. It is a pretty chilly day here in Pequannock. Looks like they're trying to fix the scoreboard here. So, Pequannock on the board first. They finally get themselves a goal here. And Pequannock will still have the ball here. And yes, they did edit the scoreboard. It is a Pequannock goal. We were a little confused there. That's why I wasn't so sure on that call here. Because we messed up 2 calls from the Mountain Lakes game. But this one is going to count, which is a good thing to see. I'm just unfortunately, I just don't know who got it. Battle for here at midfield. Pequannock's able to re-enter here. Mia Cristofano trying to get on it here. And this one goes off Bella Carucci's stick here and out of bounds at midfield. So back at midfield here, Parsippany is on it. Parsippany trying to respond. After Pequannock struck first here, off the corner here. It took a little bit longer there as Pequannock put on a lot of pressure in front of the net, but they were able to get one there. And it's still going to be the Red Hawks here with the ball as they continue here to put on their own set of pressure before this one's turned back over to the Golden Panthers. And Pequannock clears this one out through midfield. Mia Cristofano, unfortunately, had that one go right under her stick as she yelled. Oh my God. Definitely accidentally made a mistake on that, but Pequannock's gonna get the ball back anyway. But unfortunately, it's turned back over there as Megan Wilson wasn't able to get on it there fully, but she's able to steal it back here. Try to go for the pass. She's able to bow for it here. Megan Wilson still on it here, trying to get a pass going here, but unfortunately it's turned back over to the Red Hawks as they bring this one back in. So again, Parsippany trying to respond here. And they're definitely getting some zone entry here. So Parsippany continuing here on it. As Gabi Marte brings this one through midfield. And now this one's turned over here. .737 to go in our first quarter here. As Parsippany brings this one through midfield again before getting in the way there was Nina Conoscenti for the Golden Panthers. Back at midfield there, Pequannock tries to send it in there, but Parsippany able to get their stick on it here and try to send this one into Pequannock's own end. But this one's sent out here. Now battling for it is Natalia Cerisi, and she is going to win the battle as the officials signal Pequannock's ball. Natalia Cerisi hands it to Liv Fiorino. Goes off of Gabi Marte's stick there, as this one is sent in here on a second opportunity. Pequannock setting up here. Sarah Robinson on it. Gets it in front of the net as Mia Cristofano tries to rush to the goalkeeper. She's able to, but the ball's at the side, but she's going to regroup here as Mia Cristofano tries to go for the slapper there. And this one's blocked, and the rebound also blocked away. Pequannock still on it here, and we're going to have a whistle. It was Bella Carucci who last had it, and it will be a corner here for the Golden Panthers. So another chance here for Pequannock to take a 2-0 lead. Cadence Pequannock starting things up here for the Golden Panthers. And in front of the net, it's a battle. It's loose, but Parsippany has it. They clear it away, but the official signal, Pequannock will get another try. So Pequannock gets a second chance here on this corner. Pequannock feeds it out in front to Riley Behringer. Takes a shot, and it sneaks through. Riley Behringer makes it 2-0 Pequannock. Off the corner. A huge goal there to give the Panthers a 2-0 lead. So go to your instant replay. So yes, it was Riley Behringer for the second goal here. Both goals here off a corner here for Pequannock. So the corners have been doing Pequannock a favor here, as both goals have came from them. Of course, the Red Hawks have been struggling all season long. Again, they're 0-9. They're definitely trying to get some spark going, especially, you know, when you're having a rough season like that where you're winless. You know, you just want to try to find something here that works, which unfortunately has not been going in their favor, as Pequannock, of course, has scored 2 goals. And so went out of bounds here at the sideline. It's going to be Parsippany's ball here. And now Pequannock bringing this one back into Parsippany's own side of the field before Parsippany steals this one back here as they try to clear, but Natalia Cerisi able to get back on it here for Pequannock. Another try there by the Red Hawks, though. This time they're able to get it out to midfield. Pequannock's on it, though, as they bring it back in. Natalia Cerisi chipping away at it again with pressure on her. It is a chilly day here at Pequannock High School. 58 degrees is definitely a way cooler day than what it has been, I would say, this entire past week and maybe past few weeks, where we've had 80-degree fall days. It finally looks like fall weather has finally approached. A little bit of a breeze too, but nice and sunny though. No clouds. Parsippany bringing this one through midfield. Keynes Pequannock try to put some pressure on there, but Parsippany tries to send it in here. It's going to go out of bounds, the side of Jake Murray Roby's net there. So Pequannock trying to get this one outside their own side of the field. So Parsippany trying to keep this one in here. This one, I believe, went out of bounds at the side. I didn't see. So Parsippany still trying to put some pressure inside of Pequannock's own side of the field here. Mia Cristofano on the side there trying to get it out. Parsippany still keeping it in here with 1:25 to go in our first quarter. Parsippany trying to make it maybe a 1-goal game before the second quarter. Parsippany here still with it here at the side. Trying to set this one up in front there, but in the way there was Sarah Robinson. She's able to clear it out here. And now Mia Cristofano on there who sends it in. Gabby Marte on the rush here. Trying to catch up to it there. This one's turned over right back to Mia Cristofano. As Parsippany tried to clear it, but unfortunately Mia Cristofano couldn't control it there. And Parsippany was able to put on pressure and steal it back. But Bella Carucci out there midfield trying to bring it back in. Try to go for the pass, but unfortunately couldn't get it. Parsippany is going to send it out of bounds, but Pequannock, I believe, got a piece of it there, so it's going to still be them in possession. And yes, it will be. And the Redhawks send that one out of bounds. Nobody touched it, so it will be Pequannock's ball, as Bella Carucci will play this one back in here, but the pass to Mia Cristofano is unfortunately turned over here back to the Redhawks as they try to send it in. On it there is Natalia Cerisi, right outside Pequannock's own side of the field. And she's able to prevent them from entering in here as our horn sounds, and that is going to do it for the first quarter as Pequannock will hold a 2-0 lead going into the second as Pequannock looks to continue to build on it here as they definitely look solid, but Parsippany was pressuring a bit there in the end of that first quarter there in those final few minutes. So Pequannock was definitely going to have to get their head in the game if they're still going to want to continue to maybe put on some more goals here, as they're definitely going to need to, or I should say definitely want to get more goals here for some insurance here, you know, because no lead is safe. You know, you saw it with the Morristown game on senior night. Got a little bit more Pequannock was very aggressive offensively in that game, to be fair. And then right after the 2-0 lead, you know, it kind of started to, you know, to, I wouldn't say like stagger off, but it felt like the it got more passive, if you get what I'm saying. And you definitely don't want to get passive. You especially against, you know, a good team like that. Of course, Parsippany is 0-9, but still, you know, they're trying to, you know, get themselves their first win of the season, and you know, it's going to take a lot of work for them to do that, and they're definitely showing what they're able to do. So for certain, you definitely don't want to get too passive here. And hopefully Pequannock comes out and brings back that aggression that we saw in those early few minutes of the first quarter there. As, of course, Pequannock was able to get on the board first from that corner. And, of course, later on, they were able to get another one from a corner. At first, we didn't know if the first goal counted, as it took a while for the scoreboard to update, but it did. So we're chilling. So that's a good thing to see. Pequannock has a 2-0 lead. And, of course, Riley Behringer is with the second goal. Again, I'm not sure who got the first goal. But the score sheet will be out there on NJ.com, of course. So here we are as we get ready for our second quarter, with the Panthers up by 2 goals. Again, the Panthers definitely looking for that win. And here we go. As we enter the second here, Pequannock up by a pair. Riley Behringer with it inside of Pequannock's own side of the field as she clears it out. Mia Cristofano now on it, trying to get this one out as Parsippany puts on pressure. They're able to hold on to it there as they re-enter in here. Try to go for the slap there to send it in, but couldn't get it. And Pequannock is able to get this one out through midfield, tries to put it into Parsippany's own side of the field, not able to. Gianna Panico now with it here. And now Sarah Robinson trying to chip away out of here. Fortunately, it's taken back here by the Red Hawks. It goes out of bounds. It just squeaks outside, should say. Right over the line, just barely. But it will be Pequannock's ball still as Gianna Pinico brings it back into play. Out here at midfield. Parsippany with it here, as this one is turned over to Ava Cristofano as she's going to send it in here, but unfortunately the ball's going to be right back to the Red Hawks as they clear it out here to midfield. And now putting on the pressure there was Riley Behringer again at midfield as she's able to steal it back, tries to send it to Liv Fiorino. It goes off of a stick of a Parsippany defender and it goes out of bounds, and that is going to give the ball to the Golden Panthers. Natalia Cerisi sends it in here. Is it going to stay in bounds? Yes, it does at the sideline. So Parsippany able to get it here as it was loose. No one there for it. And this one is cleared out. It goes off a Pequannock stick there, so it's going to be the Red Hawks ball. So Parsippany brings it back into play here. Riley Behringer tries to send it in there, but the Red Hawks defense able to get on it there. As they play through midfield inside of Pequannock's own side of the field. Ava Cristofano tried to clear it out. She wasn't able to. Parsippany trying to keep this one in bounds, but they don't. Just gets out as they try to hustle to it. "12 minutes to go in our second quarter. It is Pequannock's ball. It'll be Cadence Pequannock clearing this one out. But unfortunately, a stick gets on it there. She's able to keep it in here for the Red Hawks. And the Red Hawks with a shot there as Jake Roby makes a save. As Parsippany continues to put on the pressure here. We're going to have a whistle. Let's see who holds on to it here. It'll still be Parsippany's ball. Red Hawks continue to put on the pressure here as they're able to keep this one in here. Pequannock's outside the field. Red Hawks still putting on pressure here. Whistle sounds again. They still have the ball. So Parsippany's still with it here as Pequannock looking to get this one out here. Parsippany is definitely putting on pressure here and turning on the Jets there. But Pequannock is able to get it out here. Now Sarah Robinson at midfield able to play this one through as Gabby Marte hustles for this one here. Gabby Marte. And now Mia Cristofano with it. Mia Cristofano the shot, and this one is blocked by some traffic in front. It goes wide of the net as that one was deflected away. Looks like it'll still be the Golden Panthers here with the ball, as it is Riley Behringer here. Tries to pass it to Natalia Cerisi, but not able to get on it here, as it's cleared out here by the Red Hawks. Cadence Pequannock trying to get her stick on that one there, but Red Hawks are able to hold on to this one still. And we're going to have a whistle here, as it's going to be a corner awarded to the Red Hawks. So the Red Hawks have an opportunity here to get one on the board here to make it a 1-goal game at 2-1. Red Hawks have been pressuring in this second quarter, or honestly, just ever since Pequannock went up 2-0, it's been all Parsippany, honestly. And here we go as they set up here on the corner. Parsippany try to get a shot there. It's blocked away and brought to side. Another try there as they try to center it. And an opportunity in front of the net. Save made by Jake Roby. She was able to get that one through the traffic. And she keeps it a 2-0 game. So the Red Hawks not able to capitalize here on the first corner of this second. For the Red Hawks. And they're going to have to battle through another one here. So another corner awarded here to the Red Hawks, as we were just saying. So we'll see what happens here. So Parsippany setting up here on this corner. It's loose in front of the net. This one just gets to Jake Roby. She's able to kick it away there. Rebound is loose. And they score. So the Red Hawks get on the board. It's now a 1-goal game at 2-1. Let's take a look at your instant replay there. As Parsippany is now on the board. It's a 2-1 game. So Parsippany is not backing down. So now Parsippany on the board, and they're still pressuring. They've been getting some good chances here ever since. Again, they were trailing 2-0. It's been all the Red Hawks. As they definitely try to keep it going here. As Parsippany has it inside of Pequannock's own side of the field again. They're looking to tie this game up here. They are playing hungry right now. So again, Parsippany is 0-9. I'll tell you who they're coming off a loss of, and that is Morristown Beard. They lost 6-0 to them on the road on October 6th. If we didn't mention that earlier. For a little bit of that extra information for you guys. So, battle here at midfield as Pequannock tries to maybe get another goal here. They're definitely looking for some more insurance here now that Parsippany has tightened it to a 1-goal game. Of course, there's plenty of time in this game. It's just what Pequannock will do here in response to the Parsippany goal, and Parsippany still has been putting on the pressure here as they try to send this one in through midfield, but it's blocked by the stick of Liv Fiorino. And now Pequannock bringing this one in to Parsippany's side of the field here. Liv Fiorino able to keep this one in here. Liv Fiorino able to fight through the pressure, get this one in front of the net, and this one goes wide. Four minutes to go until we enter halftime here. Pequannock trying to hold on to a 1-goal lead, maybe even try to get an insurance goal here before halftime. Got a whistle here, is going to be Parsippany's ball. Pequannock trying to keep this one in here as they're able to get it back. It's sent in here as Riley Behringer, I believe that was, tried to keep it in there. Oh, no, I'm sorry, that was Liv Fiorino. Now Riley Behringer chipping away out of here. And she's able to keep it in. Now Liv Fiorino on it. In front of the net here, we got a whistle, and it is going to be a corner here for the Golden Panthers. So they have a chance here to make it a 2-goal game here and get back that one there to make it a 2-goal lead again. And here we go. Sarah Amundsen able to get that initial shot there. And that is unfortunately going to stop that one there. So Parsippany fends off a corner there. Sarah Robinson was able to control it there as Riley Behringer brings this one in here. So Riley Behringer on it here. And now Mia Cristofano trying to bring this one in. In front of the net. Roughly. Sarah Robinson trying to chip away out of there. Now Mia Cristofano on it here. And this one is loose as it rolls right past in front of the net. No one there to get it. It goes out of bounds. And it's going to be the Redhawks back with the ball. Got a multi-header here on TJK Network today. A lot of games. Boys soccer playing at Madison. You can watch that on TJK Network 3. And we also have girls JV volleyball. That's on TJK Network Extra. Varsity will be playing after. They'll also be on TJK Network Extra. And then, of course, following this varsity game, TJK Network Extra will also be streaming the JV match after. And then, of course, later on at 6 p.m. on TJK Network 2, Pequannock girls soccer will be taking on the Jefferson Falcons. Might as well go over the news around the league after halftime. We'll get to that after. As Pequannock tries to get a pass there in front of the net. Mia Cristofano going for a nice move there, but unfortunately no one was there. Liv Fiorino tried to catch up to it, but regardless, Pequannock is going to get a corner out of this with 37 seconds to go remaining in your first half. So the Golden Panthers get a corner here as the time winds down. It'll be, depending on if the clock gets close to 0, this will be most likely the final play of the first half. So Pequannock will definitely look to try to maybe get a 2-goal lead here. Riley Behringer to Mia Cristofano. Trying to chip away out of here. She's able to hold on to it still. Mia Cristofano trying to get through with a shot, and she sends it wide. 8 seconds to go. And that is going to be it as the horn sounds. So that was indeed the final play as we enter halftime here at PTHS Memorial Field between the Parsippany Redhawks and your Pequannock Golden Panthers. So Pequannock will hold a 1-goal lead at a score of 2-1. And we'll see what Pequannock can do in the second half here as things have tightened up after Parsippany got their first goal of the game, responding after Pequannock took a 2-0 lead. So it's definitely going to get interesting in this second half. Because again, ever since Pequannock took the 2-0 lead, the Red Hawks have been putting on the pressure. It's been mostly them. And eventually, that with a mistake there, that can eventually lead to a tying goal. So Pequannock will definitely look to avoid that. And, of course, Parsippany is going to do their hardest here to try to tie the game, as, they've been playing pretty well ever since they gotten on the board. So they're definitely coming in with confidence here. So anyways, we'll be entering our halftime intermission here on TJK Network. This is Tyler Kazazak reporting this game to you live here on TJK Network. Be sure to once again hit that subscribe button to our YouTube channel. Anyways, we will see you momentarily. Welcome back, everybody, to TJK Network as we get ready for the second half of the third quarter coming away in just about a minute and 30 seconds. So Pequannock, of course, holding a 1-goal lead by a score of 2-1. Pequannock was up 2-0, and then Parsippany, ever since then, turned on the Jets, and they've been in control. And of course, they got one back to make it a 1-goal game, and that's where we're at right now. So Pequannock definitely looking to maybe get an insurance goal here as Parsippany continues to put on the pressure. Might as well go around some news around the Pequannock sports, all the teams in the fall. Of course, football is 1-4. They are playing Saturday, and that is going to be at Moores Catholic, so that's on the road again, so they got to play an away game. And that is also an inside division game, so Pequannock definitely looking to maybe pick up a divisional win and just to win in general to maybe salvage their season for any chance at the playoffs here. As it's definitely not been their year, especially after losing 50-0 to Hanover Park last week, which was just detrimental to the team's just overall feeling, you could say, is it's down right now. So a win would be huge for the Golden Panthers, of course, for football. So they're 1-4, definitely looking to maybe make it 2-4 on Saturday. It'll be a 1 o'clock game, so they're not playing Friday. It's a Saturday game. It's an afternoon game at 1 o'clock, and we'll be there to cover it, or we'll be broadcasting it off-site from our studio. Of course, boys soccer is currently playing right now. That is on TJK Network 3. They're playing on the road at Madison as the Dodgers just took a 1-0 lead. It's 16 minutes and 14 seconds to go in the first half for that game. Again, you can always tune into that. And Pequannock Girls Volleyball their JV team's 9-3, so their JV team's doing very well, but their varsity team has been struggling this year. They started the season off 4-1, but ever since then they are 2-6, which puts them at an overall record of 6-7. And I already know that's going to be a meme on this broadcast now that I said that. So besides that, the girls volleyball team is playing DePaul Catholic, which is, a very good athletic school, so that's going to be a challenge. But the JV team, when I last checked, they were up 20-10. Actually, I can pull it up right now. So JV team has actually been playing pretty well against the Spartans here. And it looks like they just won that game in 2 sets as the Red Hawks tie the game up at 2. So now Parsippany has evened the game here. And unfortunately, Pequannock, again here, has been hurting themselves in this game. Again, that's another game there. They had a 2-0 lead and have, unfortunately, let that one get lost right there, or got a little too loose there. So now the Golden Panthers and Red Hawks are squared even at 2 in this game, which is unfortunate to see. So Pequannock, of course, trying to respond here to maybe not let this game get away from them here. A goal would be huge here as Sarah Robinson brings it in, and this one is knocked away here in front of the net. I'm not sure if the goalkeeper got on it, but another chance there. This ball is loose here, and Pequannock is going to get a corner. So this will be huge right here if the Panthers can capitalize on it. They would definitely want to get a goal back here to regain the 1-goal lead. So Parsippany, in the beginning of this third quarter, immediately gets a quick goal here and evens this game at 2. And Parsippany has been playing well in this game. Again, they're 0-9, but they don't look like an 0-9 team, I'll tell you that. They are looking very good. Sarah Robinson over to Riley Behringer, and now in front of the net, it's loose! And they score! So the Golden Panthers are able to respond here. It is a 1-goal lead once again with 12:55 to go. So Pequannock gets one back here. Let's take a look at your instant replay while you're at it. So, a huge goal here. Let's see who may have gotten it. Unfortunately, cannot see. Our replay might have caught that a little too late. Apologize for that. So, it is a 3-2 Pequannock lead now. So, right after Parsippany, who's been just putting on the pressure here, they tied it, but then Pequannock, of course, gets one back here, and now they're back up by 1. But Pequannock now needs to defend here, as Parsippany has brought this one right back into Pequannock's own side of the field, and they are going to get a corner. So Parsippany here can tie it again. As things unravel here for the Golden Panthers, things have not been going right here. Ever since they got that 2-0 lead, it's just been, all Parsippany. And, Pequannock did get one back here, so we'll see what they can do here on defending this corner here to stop Parsippany from getting this game back even. This one's sticked away, but Parsippany able to hold this one on. And this one gets to the net. Jake Monroe makes a save, but the whistle blew already, so Pequannock is able to hold off Parsippany from tying this game even. Back at 3. As Pequannock clears it to the side, it's going to go out of bounds. I think that was Bel Carucci actually. Was not able to get to it on time. And Pequannock will still have to defend Parsippany, putting on pressure inside their own defensive side of the field. So Pequannock gets it out to midfield. As they chip this one in. Also, both teams did switch sides of the field, so now Parsippany, of course, now on the right side. Normally, that's usually what it is to start in the first half. Usually, it's Pequannock on the left side, but I guess they started on the opposite ends. I'm not sure the reason with that, but regardless, that's where we're at right now. As Parsippany tries to bring this one back into Pequannock's own side of the field here. As Natalia Cerisi tries to put some pressure on there. And Pequannock on it too. And now Mia Cristofano getting that loose ball and tries to clear it out to midfield. It's going to go out of bounds. Nobody there for it. And the Redhawks are going to get this one right back. Pequannock able to bring this one in to Parsippany's own side of the field. Pequannock looking to maybe force a turnover, but the Redhawks are able to get this one out to midfield before it's turned over at the midfield point to Natalia Cerisi. She tries to bring it in. It goes off a foot, it looks like, or the heel there, and it's going to be back with the Redhawks here. And now Parsippany rushing inside, back in Pequannock's own side field, but Nina Conaseni there tries to clear it out. It's turned over right back to the Redhawks as they continue to put it in. And this one goes out of bounds, but it's still going to be the Redhawks here with the ball. We got a close one here, folks. As both these teams try to battle here for a win. Pequannock, of course, is 2-9-0 on the season. Parsippany, of course, looking for that first one. So both teams having some pretty rough seasons here. Pequannock's, of course, is very unexpected, of course, which is unfortunate, especially with the expectations they had. It's been, just the opposite. It's been, unfortunately, very disappointing for what, these players wanted, and especially, the coach and everything else with this team. Even the Big State Sports reporter that I talked to had them honestly being the same as last year. Maybe not with the same record, but He estimated them being a 6 seed. Right now, they're at the 20 spot. Again, you need to be in the 16 spot in the PowerPoint rankings to clinch that final playoff spot. And unfortunately, Pequannock is looking outside right now. And unfortunately, even if they were to beat Parsippany, I don't think that's going to benefit them PowerPoints-wise. It may jump them to maybe the 19 or 18 spot. I'm not sure how much they would get out of this game, but since Parsippany is a weaker opponent here, I don't see it benefiting the Golden Panthers here and maybe end up getting them into a playoff spot. They're definitely going to have to try later down the stretch as we get to our final few games here this season to try to get at least maybe one or even push it to 2 wins against quality opponents, which is going to get you a lot of PowerPoints. If you were to beat someone like Madison, for example, you would get like a lot of PowerPoints, which would jump you by a huge margin into that playoff spot. So Pequannock is definitely going to need to get to work there to try to maybe string 1 or 2 wins here, especially against some quality opponents to get some PowerPoints here. But you'll take what you can get here, especially in this game against the Redhawks, trying to break the losing streak that the team's currently on. 6:57 to go in the third. This one went out of bounds inside of Parsippany's own side of the field. And it will be Parsippany's ball as they try to clear out their own defensive end. So cleared out here to midfield as Natalia Cerisi gets on it here. Clears out to the midfield marker here. And we'll have a whistle here. Let's see whose ball it is. It's going to be, looks like the Redhawks. Yes, it will be. Turnover here at midfield to Liv Fiorino, trying to chip away out of here. She was able to prevent that one from being sent in as Sarah Robinson tries to battle for it. And she's able to get on it here, sends it in. Liv Fiorino able to control it too, as Gabby Marte gets it back here to Liv Fiorino, who's struggling with it there. Sarah Robinson there to help. Unfortunately, sends this one in a little too far as this one rolls out of bounds, and it is going to be the Redhawks who get it back. Pequannock Field Hockey also trying to get their first win at home, as both of their wins here have been on the road. Pequannock's home record currently stands at 0-4. They're 2-5 on the road. So, of course, Pequannock looking to get their first home win here on their own turf field. So Parsippany now rushing in to Pequannock's own side of the field. Whistle's blown. It'll still be the Redhawks with the ball. They're going to place it a little bit further back here. But the Redhawks still have the pressure going here. And this one is going to go, or just stay in bounds, actually, looks like, right at the line, the sideline there in the corner. Before it finally does go out of bounds, and we'll see who gets it back. Looks like the Redhawks will still hold on to it here at the side. Out here at midfield as Gabby Marte currently trying to rush to that one there. As that one goes out of bounds, we'll see who it is with it. It'll be Pequannock. And this one's turned right back over. 3-2 game between the Golden Panthers and the Redhawks. With 3:45 to go in the third, it's been a nail-biting game here, and this one's definitely going to come down to the wire as Parsippany tries to fight for that first win of the season, and Pequannock, of course, trying to just add another win to their record here. As again, they're 2-9, definitely looking to maybe get it up to 3-9. Try to just string a couple power points out of this game. Sarah Robinson with it here. And she brings this one inside of Parsippany's own side of the field. In front of the net there to the side. Mia Cristofano trying to chip away out of here. It's loose in front of the net. And we got a whistle. And it's back with the Redhawks. Fortunate for Pequannock here as this one's cleared out here to midfield. Nina Conoscenti able to settle it there. Tries to send it in and it goes off the foot of a Parsippany player, so the Panthers are going to still hold on to possession. Natalia Cerisi out of here before it's turned back over to the Redhawks. Now the Redhawks on the rush here. And the Redhawks get this one to the net. As Jake Roby's out of it here, she is able to kick it away here. A huge save there by Jake Roby. Redhawks there were on the rush, and she was able to shut them down, but not out of danger yet as Parsippany continues to put on pressure inside of Pequannock's own side of the field before Liv Farina was able to get on it there and get it out. Sarah Robinson able to send this one over to Mia Cristofano there from midfield. Mia Cristofano trying to send it in here before it was turned over there, but Panthers will get away here with the call as they'll still have it. Gabby Martin on it. Now a shot. Save made by Angelica Blair. Man, as Pequannock tries to get a 2-goal lead here to get maybe some insurance with 1:17 to go in the third. Shot there. And that one is saved by Angelica Blair again. That one's a little bit of a high one, so I'm not sure if that one would have counted if it went in. Mia Cristofano on it here at the side. Pequannock will still have possession with it here from the officials. So it will be, I believe that was Belle Carucci who had it there. And this one is pressured by the Redhawks as they're able to get this one out. Natalia Cerisi on it here. She sends it in here. Liv Farina trying to fight for it here as the horn sounds again. And that's going to do it for our third quarter. As we now enter our fourth and final one here with Pequannock holding and clinging on to that 1-goal lead by a score of 3-2. I would say by a thread because, again, Parsippany has been looking pretty solid in this second half. Pequannock, of course, able to get one back here. As we mentioned, of course, early in that third quarter, Pequannock and Parsippany here have been battling it, but unfortunately, Parsippany was able to get the game-tying goal there, but of course Pequannock off of the corner there was able to get a 1-goal lead again, and that's where we're at right now with this 3-2 score. So we'll see what happens in the fourth and final quarter here on TJK NETWORK. Once again, be sure to hit the subscribe button to our YouTube channel, and also if you guys would like to see any of the other games going on, check out our other stations on our YouTube channel, as our other computer servers at home run all these Huddle live streams and bring them right to you on our YouTube channel and archive them too. As a lot of these huddles, after the stream is over, they tend to get lost through the footage, so us restreaming them to our YouTube channel to make it more accessible for you guys. It also gets archived on YouTube. All our streams are available to rewatch when they are complete. Also, turn on post notifications while you're at it to be notified when we do our next broadcast. And also, we put all our broadcasts out on a weekly basis, so all the broadcasts are out right now for the entire rest of the week, and of course on Sunday we put everything up for the next week. So you can go on any individual broadcast and you can notify yourself for that specific one if you're looking at a specific sport to watch, which is very convenient, of course. So again, it has been a lot of pressure by the Redhawks. How will Pequannock respond in this fourth quarter? They have been defending all right. Again, they're still holding their 3-2 lead, and also, even when the Parsippany tied it, Pequannock was able to get one back. So they're definitely able to put on that offensive pressure still, and it's definitely going to need to be put together in this fourth here if they're going to want to either hold on to this lead or even just try to build on it, I should just say, simply, because definitely would like to get an insurance goal here, not avoid going back-to-back here on 2 losses here where you had the lead and you let it get away from you. Here we are in the fourth and final quarter. Parsippany with it first. Turned over nearly to Natalia Cerisi, but that one just holds on there for Parsippany as they try to bring it in as Sarah Robinson and another player topple over each other. It'll be Pequannock's ball. Pequannock not able to control this one as this one's cleared out to midfield here. As Parsippany try to bring it in here, Riley Behringer on it as she tried to clear it, but it's going to go out of bounds. Parsippany brings it back into play. And this one goes out of bounds again. It's going to be Parsippany's ball still. Pequannock trying to get this one out here. Sarah Robinson try to put on pressure there. Gets to Natalia Cerisi, and Parsippany tries to clear it, or excuse me, tries to bring it in again from Pequannock trying to clear it. And this time it goes out of bounds. And it will be Pequannock back with the ball. Out here at midfield, this one's turned back over though to the Redhawks as they continue here to put on the pressure. Parsippany still with it in here. And this one gets towards in front of the net before Pequannock's able to pick it up here. And now at the sideline, it was Mia Cristofano on it. And it will still be Pequannock's ball as Mia Cristofano clears it out to Sarah Robinson here at midfield. Mia Cristofano chipping away at it again here. As Parsippany tries to bring it back in here. And Riley Behringer try to get up to that player with the possession here. And now the Redhawks with a chance here. And they send this one wide. The rebound's loose in front of the net. And Pequannock's able to swipe this one away. But the Redhawks had an open opportunity right there in front of the net to tie this game again. .11:55 to go in the fourth as the Redhawks bring this one back in again. Now Pequannock trying to bring this one in here, but Parsippany's on it. They're able to clear this one out before it's turned over right by midfield here. So Pequannock able to get this one back in as Mia Cristofano tries to send it to Sarah Robinson before it's intercepted. Redhawks back with it as they clear it out here to midfield. And it looks like the Pequannock Panthers will get a call here, and it's going to be their ball again. Pequannock with it inside of Parsippany's own side of the field. There's a shot right there. Is saved by Angelica Blair. So Pequannock with another chance there to maybe make it a 2-goal game, but unfortunately they're not able to. But Pequannock still with it inside of Parsippany's own side of the field. And the Redhawks do get it though. And clear it out to midfield. Battle for it is Cadence Pequannock. And it will be Pequannock's ball. So Cadence Pequannock. Well, I'm sorry, it will actually be Parsippany's ball. And Pequannock will have to defend here. But they force a turnover here as Mira Cristofano sends it back in. Gabby Marte now on at the side. Gabby Marte sends it in. It's going to get out of bounds. Now the Redhawks bringing this one through midfield and inside Pequannock's own side of the field again. 8:55 to go in the fourth. Pequannock trying to clear this one. They do. But Parsippany there, able to keep it in as they resend it back in here. Getting on it was Riley Behringer. And now Liv Fiorino trying to fight for it. Redhawks able to get it back here as they continue to put on the pressure as they send it in. Now Mia Cristofano able to get it out here to midfield. As the Golden Panthers here now finally getting some chances here inside of Parsippany's own side of the field. As this one is sent from the side, it's going to go out of bounds. So Pequannock will still have it here. It'll be Bella Carucci with it here. Parsippany gets her stick on it there. They clear it out right outside their own side of the field. But Pequannock able to send it back in, but Parsippany able to force a turnover here. It's going to go out of bounds. So that means Pequannock will still have possession, it looks like. Yes, it will. Natalia Cerisi will start with it here. Natalia Cerisi feeds it over to Riley Behringer, who has trouble with it there with some pressure as she's going to backtrack here out to midfield. Riley Behringer able to get it to Bella Carucci, who gets a touch pass over to Natalia Cerisi. Natalia Cerisi unfortunately loses that one there as this one's taken back by Riley Behringer at midfield there. As a little collision happens there between Riley Behringer and the Parsippany player, but it's going to be their ball. So the Redhawks now bringing it back in here. They're looking for that tying goal here with 6:08 to go. And this one goes out of bounds. Redhawks still in possession. And see who holds on to the ball here. Looks like it will be the Redhawks still with it. So the Red Hawks still with it here. As Talia Cerisi is able to steal it back here and clear it out. Goes off of Liv Fiorino's foot there, so Red Hawks will still have it here. Liv Fiorino able to force the turnover there as she tries to battle for it there. This one gets back as she's able to recover and pick it up again. And Liv Fiorino wins that battle as the officials will give the Panthers the ball here. And it will be Sarah Robinson sending this one in here. This one gets through a bunch of players. And now chipping at it was Mia Cristofano there as Parsippany tries to get it out here. This one's going to get to the side. It will stay in. Sarah Robinson gets there on time. Tries to feed this one from the side. This one gets blocked here. Loving their whistle. It'll still be Pequannock's ball. We have yet to see a corner in a while. That's been the decisive part about this game, is the corners have been helpful to Pequannock's scoring here. As Pequannock tries to battle for it in front of the net. But Parsippany is able to get this one here, try to clear it, but Riley Behringer's there. She keeps it in. Now in front of the net, Sarah Robinson trying to sneak to it. We got a whistle, and the Red Hawks will get it back. 3:35 to go in the fourth. It is a nail-biter right now, ladies and gentlemen. It's a one-goal game with Pequannock up by a score of 3-2 against the Parsippany Red Hawks. Parsippany is playing for their first win as they try to look for the tying goal and maybe the leading goal, as Jake Roby has to get out of her net there and kick that one away. With Parsippany rushing this one in. They're going to hold it in, though, but Pequannock trying to get on it here. Try to force the turnover back to the Panthers as Kane Pequannock tries to clear it here. She's able to get to the side. Mia Cristofano on it here. It did go out of bounds, so it will be Pequannock's ball. Red Hawks back with it again here at the sideline. Mia Cristofano now chipping away out of here. This one gets out of bounds again as our clock continues to run down here. Again, Parsippany looking for that tying goal here. They're definitely putting up a fight here to try to come back and maybe try to get their first win of the season here in a gritty fashion. And as we reach our final 2 minutes, Pequannock up 3-2. But Parsippany on suing pressure still.
Let's go!
Red Hawks still have it. Yeah, Sarah Robinson tries to chip away out of here. Now whistle. Red Hawks, of course, are still going to have it here, it looks like. So 1 minute and 35 seconds. So they're going to get desperate now. It's up to Pequannock's defense to try to lock down this game here and pick up their first home win here at PTHS Memorial Field. As again, they're 0-4 here at home. And we are going to have a corner. It is going to be awarded to the Red Hawks. So the Red Hawks have a huge opportunity to tie this game up here and potentially force overtime if Pequannock or neither Parsippany is able to score any more. But the time remaining as we reach our final minute here in the fourth quarter here. So this right here can be the game right here. And as Parsippany sets up here. Parsippany gets in front of the net. It's loose. Pequannock getting their sticks on it here. Still chipping away out of here. And this one is cleared to the side as Pequannock gets it out here. Now Bella Carucci on it. So Pequannock holds the Red Hawks from tying this game up on the corner, but the Redhawks are going to get the ball back here as there's 28 seconds to go on the clock. Parsippany is going to speed up here as their desperation continues here for this tying goal. 20 seconds. As things get antsy here, and the Golden Panthers are going to get it back here. Mia Cristofano will clear this one out to midfield with the final 10 seconds to go on the clock. Redhawks bringing this one in here. 2 seconds. And the horn sounds, and the Panthers win and pick up a huge home win here on their own field. But you got to give it to the Redhawks, though. Despite being a winless team, they looked incredible in this game. They definitely did not look like an 0-9 team, and definitely have played with their hearts out, but unfortunately for them, Pequannock is able to snap out of it here, snap out of this tough stretch, and they're able to pick up a huge win here at their own field. And that's going to do it here for this broadcast on TJK Network. But before we go, we'll get the handshakes here. But what an incredible performance here by the Golden Panthers. They played very well. And here come the handshakes. So anyways, JV will be on TJK Network Extra. That's going to be, of course, following this varsity game here. Once again, your final score, Pequannock 3 and Parsippany 2. Pequannock will advance to an overall record of 3-9-0. And unfortunately, Parsippany, for anyone who's watching from the Redhawks perspective, we thank you guys for tuning in, by the way. Unfortunately for them, they will remain winless despite putting on a pretty solid performance here, as they're going to drop down to an 0-10-0 record. So that's going to do it here on TJK Network, here at PTHS Memorial Field for field hockey between the Pequannock Golden Panthers and the Parsippany Redhawks. Pequannock with the victory. My name is Todd Zach. We hope you guys enjoyed this broadcast. Be sure to hit the subscribe button to our YouTube channel, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. Peace out.